Hello, family. Grace to you. Once again, this is Greg coming to you from FaithsMessenger.com. The title of today's message is The Effects of Righteousness. The Effects of Righteousness. We are in our Righteousness series, and thank you for joining us. We have addressed the fact that we are the righteousness of God in Christ, according to 2 Corinthians 5:21. Today I want to talk about what that righteousness, what the byproduct of that righteousness is. And the byproduct of the righteousness, who we are, is boldness. Proverbs 28:1 says that the righteous are as bold as a lion. Now, how can we afford to be bold in our stance, in our righteousness, in who we are with Christ, in our relationship with Christ? Well, we can afford to be bold because our debt has been paid by Jesus Christ. We are no longer ruled and governed and dominated by sin, thanks to the redemptive work of Christ. My father used to tell a story about a friend of his who was constantly in debt. And he bought this car. He couldn't afford the car. He bought the car anyway. And after a few months, the creditors, the repossession people, were hot on his trail trying to repossess the property from him. And my father worked with this gentleman. He told stories about how the guy would park the car way out in a field, and he covered with tumbleweeds, and he'd do everything that he could, and he would sneak around and whatnot, trying to avoid having his car repossessed. And the reason why he would have to resort to those tactics is because he owed someone. Someone was after their property. He had to be sheepish. He had to sneak in and out. He had to hide his property because his property was going to be stolen. His property was going to be taken away from him, repossessed, because he didn't own it and he couldn't pay for it. Well, thanks be to God, Jesus Christ has paid for the debt that we could never have paid. We don't have to be sheepish in our approach. We can be bold because the debt that we owe, rightfully so, has been paid by Him. So I'd like to leave you with that today. And I'd like to encourage you that if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button on your screen. By doing so, you will receive notifications when new videos such as this one are posted. And I'd like to take a moment to speak to any fellow Christian YouTubers out there. I'd like to invite you to join us in our community located at micro-ministries.com. Now, that community was created solely to help drive traffic to your Christian YouTube channel. God has given you a word, and that word needs to be seen and heard by the masses. So what we do is we offer support, encouragement, training, anything that we can possibly do to help drive traffic to your Christian YouTube channel. So once again, that address is micro-ministries.com. Now, that is a private community, so you'll need an invitation. What you'll need to do is send me an email message at FaithsMessenger.com and place the URL to your Christian YouTube channel in that message, and I'll get that invitation right over to you. And last but not least, I would like to invite those of you who haven't done so already to join us on our blog at FaithsMessenger.com. We currently have over 550 individual blog posts on the blog which address a myriad of different topics. Real life, relevant, everyday topics that each one of us has to deal with. So once again, that address is FaithsMessenger.com. So with all that's been said today, I'd like to leave you with a question. Now, this question can be posed to anything that you may be facing in life. I'd like for you to ask yourself, is anything impossible with God? Have a great day, family. I love you, and I'll talk to you later.